So we are going to learn about the sliding filament theory. So the theory is basically about how our muscles contract. So the theory takes place in the sarcomere, which is the smallest contractile unit. So what happens is calcium is released from the sarcoplasmic reticulum, and it attaches to troponin, which is on actin, which is up here at the top. At the bottom here is myosin. Now the circular thing in the center, that's the myosin head, and that's what is going to attach to the actin. So, and on this myosin head is ADP. So what happens is calcium attaches to troponin, which is like the buddy of tropomyosin. Now tropomyosin covers up the binding site for the myosin head. So if we think about it this way, calcium is the key, troponin is the person with the key, and then tropomyosin is the lock. So basically the key, calcium, is in the hand of troponin. Troponin unlocks tropomyosin to open up the binding sites, or open up the door for the binding sites here. So now that calcium is attached, our myosin head attaches to actin. And actin has ADP, or I'm sorry, the myosin head has ADP attached to it. So what happens next after it attaches is ADP is released from the myosin head. So what happens during this time is called a power stroke. So basically the actin moves. So it's like basically pulling the actin more towards the center of the sarcomere. And here's kind of a visual. You can see that the sarcomere kind of gets closer together, gets shorter. So at this point, after the power stroke and ADP is released from the myosin head, the myosin head stays attached to the actin. So the only way it's released is when ATP comes around. So ATP comes around and it attaches to the myosin head, and the myosin head releases the actin. So it lets go the actin. So from here, it'll be in its kind of like regeneration state where it goes back and gets ready to attach again. From here, ATP will hydrolyze into ADP. So basically it just breaks down into ADP. At this point, the myosin head is ready to attach back to the actin. And there you go, there's the sliding filament theory. So a couple of key things. You cannot, the myosin head cannot bind to the actin if it does not have calcium. So the calcium has to be there to release the binding sites so that the myosin head can attach. Also, the stronger force that you can contract is going to be determined by the myosin cross bridges. So the amount of myosin that actually attaches to the actin. Alright folks, so there's the sliding filament theory. I hope this has been a helpful video for you. Thanks for watching, and check back for more videos.